Hi guys, so quick recap on the last move, unless you want to watch it with no volume. So, knee slice pass. Some of you are struggling a little bit of that. If Kjar's playing a seated guard, do not go in bent over. He's going to make grips and put me down. Think of an invisible wall here, okay? We do not pass the toe line. As I squat down, I find his heels, pluck up. Sometimes if I'm controlling the feet, I will just make that space, push one foot down and step in. So Kjar's right leg is between my legs. Then I use hip and lever to pin this. From that position, my knees coming through that space to get to the mat. I'm going to start to win the underhook, find the elbow, walk his hip back, knee to hip, control the head, and then pushing on his shoulders as well. Create the space, move in. Kjar can move in two directions if his back is flat on the mat. From here, he can hip escape to his right. He can also hip escape to his left. When I get his foot pointing away from me and I pin his hip to the mat, he can only hip escape in that direction. Take it back. He can't hip escape in this direction. Okay. From there, I won the underhook. Knee come to the mat, pluck the elbow, walk back, head control, side control. So we want to make sure that when our back's getting put on the mat, we're finding that reverse De La Riva hook. Okay. Back on the mat, I know the knee slice is coming. This is coming in. And I just bring my knees towards my chest and I'm framing. If Kjar is quite a distance away from me, I will swing over that shallow lasso and make provisional grips on the sleeve and on the collar. We talked about how it's hard to get the spider hook on this side. So from there, the collar grip releases, and then I come to the outside, and there's the spider hook. Back to the collar again, because we talked about if he's standing, I don't want sleeve control, I want posture control. But now this foot's on the inside, I can put it back on his hip, face forward, and back into the game. So as he gets my back on the mat, we're here, as he puts that angle. Also notice, take it back a step, it's very hard for me to put in a reverse De La Riva hook if I'm flat on my back. I'm turning onto my side, so if I'm putting in a right reverse De La Riva hook, I'm turning onto my right side. As he gets me higher on my back, so I'm on my side, I'm just going to, again, it's not too far away, right down the lasso, collar, see grip, and switch, come to the outside, spider hooks in, find that, flush. If he's close, get the reverse De La Riva hook and I can't get the leg over, the knee shield comes in. Provisional grips on the far side, and then I arch back to create the space. Foot comes in, foot side. So as he's getting me back, foot comes in, knee shield, and I make grips on the far side. Then I arch back to create space. Open up, first hook comes in, or the nightly card is stepping up. Play the game. Oriented pass or bullfight pass. It's a great guard. It's very strong connections and concepts in your guard retention. So let's just say I make my grips. You're not familiar with the pass. I'm going to start to cut an angle because I don't want Kjar's feet pointing at me. Think about you have a hip line between his two hips and the center line. I'm pushing the outside knee to the hip line and I'm pushing the inside knee to the center line. Then I'll be controlling. Talk about the 5 steps of guard passing. other knee, the near side knee, to the center leg. Now I don't want his knees pointing at me as I spike him. Then I cover this in the Dover's passing system. So let's talk about framing. Let's just say, Tony makes his bullfight grips, he cuts the angle. As he starts to get close to me, making frames. The problem is this, he's pushing this down and shafting, now he's just collapsing my frames. That's just if I use arms, if that makes sense. So, when he makes grips, he starts to push this, I self-frame. His palm sits in line with my under my knee and I'm pushing in this direction. Difficult, and now I'm framing. So from here, my right hand is pushing on whatever's closest, probably his shoulder. From that position now, I'm going to be trying to make a connection to the George's hip. Now my leg's coming over, and I'm pulling off the shoulder. Find the grip, find the collar, spider that comes in, ready to start playing. Start again. So I'm framing with my forearm, my forehand, sorry, and I'm self-framing with my other hand and my knee. So say he gets my back on the mat, comes in, as he cuts the angle on here, so that's pushing. Shoulder's coming towards me, I frame, and now this leg, even though he's making a grip, I kick out, coming over to find the shoulder, the second one comes into the hip. So some kind of connection. George puts weight on me, his body versus my legs. I'm going to find that sleeve. I'm going to bring in the spider hook, find the collar. He cuts the angle, that stops him pushing my knee to the hip line. My hand frames on the shoulder, and the part of his body is closest to me. This leg then comes over and find the shoulder. Second one makes the boot. Now I find the sleeve, find the collar, start to weight in me, back, foot comes in, foot on the hip, back into